Our mission here at Casa de Palmas is very simple. It's to provide world-class, integrative and affordable therapy for women who are struggling to overcome substance abuse. If you're wealthy, then you can go to certain other centres in town or in the nation. If you require state assistance, then again, there are certain other centres to go to. But if you're in the middle, then you have nowhere to go to, and it is so important that you do have somewhere to go. And so we decided to start this program. The board had wanted to do something like this for many years, and finally we were able to open Casa de Palmas, where middle women can come, get therapy, which is great, and it's been very successful since we started and in high demand.
After years of battling drugs and alcohol, Diana needed a different approach to getting sober.
When I was battling addiction, it was as if I was in a room, a dark room. I saw a door. I saw that there was a handle on the door. But it was as if I was in a chair and I was unable to get out of the chair to get to leave that room. I knew that there was something outside of that room that was better, waiting for me, but I did not know how to do that. Being in addiction, being an active alcoholic, an addict, is like being consumed by that thought of the substance all the time, 24 hours a day. You think about it, you live for it, and everything else in your life becomes secondary. Everything that mattered to me had stopped losing purpose in my life. I wanted to not feel any emotions. I was running from myself. And when I was sober, the times that I was sober, I was afraid of the way that I felt about me. My life was a lie. I was a cheat. I was a thief. I was completely not the person that I had been. I was not real. And at that point, I was very afraid, and I decided that I really needed to get very serious about help.
Diana is not alone. According to a recent industry study, drug and alcohol addiction devastates 23 million people a year in the U.S., only 5% of which eventually seek out help. Diana turned to Casa de Palmas in Tucson, Arizona, a leading-edge model for the treatment of alcoholism and drug addiction. Built on the philosophy that all clients be treated with compassion and respect, Casa de Palmas is meeting the physical, psychological, and spiritual needs of women transitioning from substance dependence to a new life of health and happiness.
Addiction is not a matter of lack of willpower or a lack of discipline. It's not a moral issue. Addiction is a disease. And so that's where we start. We treat addiction as the disease that it is, with an understanding that no matter how much a woman has been drinking, no matter what kind of drug she's been using, and no matter how long she's been doing this, that it is absolutely treatable. And we believe that every woman has a right to give it all she's got and get into recovery, get that disease into remission, and that's what we're about. With each client, when she comes in to Casa de Palmas, we put together an initial treatment plan, and each treatment plan is different for every single client. And then on a daily basis, whether it's during group, an individual session, psychodrama, whatever modality the client has been involved in, we have progress notes. At the end of every day, we integrate those progress notes and the progress that the client has made into the treatment plan. So the treatment plan for each client is not only individualized, but it's a moving, breathing, dynamic document that changes daily as it follows the client through her treatment here. Our major element of treatment is recovery with respect. We truly do know that if we can challenge dysfunctional behaviors in a compassionate way and work on a woman's strengths, that is going to be way more effective in the long run than any kind of punitive or focusing on character defects that will actually diminish self-esteem. We work at building up self-esteem with compassion.
Using a multidisciplinary approach, Casa de Palmas serves a small client base by design, keeping the cost of treatment affordable and allowing its clinical team to provide an intensive, rigorous therapy experience.
We only take 7 to 9 clients at a time. And because we're in a residential setting, the clinical staff and the clients are together all the time. I mean, we are truly an integrated unit. And because we're so small, we can really keep the costs down so that we're able to offer world-class, state-of-the-art treatment for a fraction of the cost of some of the larger treatment centers that are available to people. Addiction is a family disease, and everybody in the family is affected deeply. What we do while the woman is here is we have a family program where we bring in the partners, the spouses, the parents, the children, and we talk about and address issues like codependency, the impact that it's had on children, so that in their long-term recovery they have steps they can take.
One of Casa de Palmas's more innovative alternative therapies is group drumming. It is believed that once the rhythm of the drum beat and heartbeat becomes synchronized, a slowing of the drum beat can lead to a slower, calmer, more meditative heartbeat.
We do massage therapy, Kundalini yoga, psychodrama, acudetox, aromatherapy. We do drumming, shamanic kinds of ceremony and ritual to bring in the spirituality piece. We do Native American kinds of things. We run the whole gamut. We want our women to experience everything and anything that might be helpful for them when they leave.
Now, Diana remains committed, keeping her promise to stick with the program and never let her addictions get the better of her again.
I would rate the care that I received from the addictions specialist at Casa de Palmas as excellent, and I would recommend it for any woman struggling. I learned that as a woman, empowerment was vital to my recovery, and I learned to accept myself and to understand myself psychologically, emotionally, but most of all, I believe spiritually, I would have to say. The people at Casa de Palmas treated me holistically. They looked at every facet of my addiction, and I felt welcomed and a part of a community, and it was a rebirth. And the people at Casa here want their clients to be a community of women in sobriety.
The need has been demonstrated. We've had the demand, we've had successes by people saying, this is wonderful, it's absolutely needed. Please keep it going. Why wasn't it done before? So that to me is a success. And we're very, very proud of our success rate. Many other centres in the nation, particularly centres that are parallel to us in 30-day programs, they have about a 20% success rate. We have found we're between 70 to 80%, and we're so proud of that. It's excellent. And it's due to the integrative nature of our therapeutic process. We have yoga, massage, psychodrama, and we give the clients tools they can take away and keep with them to enhance their recovery in later life. The number one success factor, I believe, is the fact that we are all women. We are here for women, and that's it, and that's great. So the women have intensive, very small groups to work with here, and they also learn a lot about spirituality. And I don't mean religion here, I do mean spirituality, which helps with the recovery.
The thing that I love the most about the work that we do here is that when women come in through our front door, you can look in their eyes and there's nobody home, because the disease of addiction truly does just steal their entire identity. And when they leave, you look in their eyes and there's life, that they're back. And they have the opportunity to go out and live a full and wonderful life. And there's nothing better than to see that happen. I love it.
Life in sobriety is like being reborn. It's like being a child and finding everything new again. I'm an artist, and I see the world as completely reborn. And I enjoy my life and my relationship with my husband. Everything has changed for the better.
If you ever have felt or even thought for a moment that you have a problem with alcohol or drugs, then please do call us, because it does mean you may well have a more serious problem. And equally so, we believe that every problem, no matter its extent, can be solved. There is a solution. And here at Casa de Palmas, with our very small, intense, integrative therapies, we can work with you to overcome this.
Make the choice to live a life of permanent sobriety and happiness. Contact Casa de Palmas today and learn a solution that lasts forever. For more information, Call the number on your screen or log on to casadepamas.org.